Hey YouTube, welcome back to Vintage on Vintage. I'm Steve, and today is December 26th. So I hope everybody had a great holiday yesterday, enjoyed themselves with their family. Um, Tomorrow is actually my birthday, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because I'm going to tie it into a contest that I have coming up. So I'm about to cross over 200 subscribers, which is really amazing. You know, when you first make one of these. Make a channel and start videos, you're not sure anybody's going to watch it. And then what you find out is there are just a bunch of great people in this community that have the same passion that you have for the hobby, and they support you along the way, 100% of the way. So it's really cool. And I just want to say thank you. So I'm going to announce a contest for my 200 subscribers. It's going to be tied into my birthday, and I'll explain that one to you in a minute. So I'm going to flip this camera, and we're going to share the contest. So thanks. Okay, YouTube. So when I was growing up, I was born in the 60s. So when I was a kid growing up, there was no internet. There was no Baseball Tonight or ESPN. The way you learned about players, there were a couple ways, right? You read the box scores in the newspapers. You read magazines like Sports Illustrated or Sport Magazine, and you flipped over the back of a card and looked at the stats in the card. And one of the things my friends and I used to do was try to find players that were born on your birthday. And like I said, I'm born on 12/27, so December 27th is my birthday. Not a whole lot of players growing up when I was a kid that were born on 12/27, but I want to share with you my top 5, but first I want to go with a couple honorable mentions. The first one here is Phil Gagliano. And Phil Gagliano is a utility ball player in the 60s. The only reason I really share Phil with you is because, quite honestly, it was Phil and one other player when I was growing up that were born on my birthday. I couldn't find any other ones. So the other guy I would like to share as an honorable mention, and all you Yankee fans will know Jim Leyritz, right? Utility guy, played catcher, played outfield, played a little bit infield, and had some pretty good years on those Yankees championship teams. So Jim Leyritz, honorable mention. First of my top 5, born on my birthday, is this guy right here in the upper left-hand corner. That would be Craig Reynolds. Craig Reynolds was a shortstop who came up in the Pirates organization. Played for, I believe, Seattle and Houston for a number of years. So here is Craig when he played for the Astros. He played 15 years in the major leagues, had a little over 1,100 hits, but he was a 2-time All-Star with a .256 lifetime batting average, so a pretty good all-around ball player. Next guy on the 27th of December was Rick Porcello, and he was a pretty good pitcher. Pitched 12 years for Boston. He was 150 and 125, but he did win a Cy Young Award in 2016 when he went 22-5 with a 3.15 ERA. So that that would be one of the better years for anybody born on December 27th. The next guy, and this is probably the most well-known guy born on my birthday, and that would be Cole Hamels. Cole Hamels was a 4-time All-Star, World Series MVP, National League Championship Series MVP. He had a pretty good WAR of 59. He was 163 and 122 with a 3.43 ERA. He may be the most successful person born on my birthday, but and definitely probably one of the better known ones. Number 2 for me, though, was this guy right here, Dean Palmer. Dean Palmer was he was a 1-time All-Star and a 2-time Silver Slugger, but he did hit 275 lifetime homers over 14 years. He had 4 years of where he hit over 30 home runs and 4 years where he drove over 100 RBIs. So he had a pretty good career. His average, if you took all his games and divided it, his stats and divided it by his years, and you came up with a 162 game average, he would have averaged 88 runs, 33 homers, 101 ribbies, and a 247 batting average. So he was a pretty good ball player. And the last guy who I have is this guy, Roy White. And as a kid, this was he was one of my favorite players because of this. He was the only guy that was decent that was born on December 27th. Roy played He was a two-time All-Star. He had over 1,800 base hits, over 233 stolen bases, and a 270 batting average. His best year was in 1970 when he had 109 runs scored, 22 homers, 94 ribbies, 24 stolen bases, and he hit 296. This was the guy for me. So, and the reason I'm bringing it up is that's my contest. What I'd like for people to do is if you make content and you'd like to do a video response, I'd love to see it. If not, if you don't have time to do a video response, then you can comment and just comment what your birthday is and the guys that are born on your birthday. So I'm looking for your top 5. If you can make a starting lineup, go for it. Only looking for baseball players. There's some couple football players for me, like a Nick Chubb or Jamal Charles, who were born on my birthday, but this one's all about baseball. So once again, the rules for this will be, you need to be subscribed to my video. You need to like the video. If you make a video response or if you comment down below, make sure you put hashtag VOV birthday. That way I'll be able to figure out who responded. Would love to see some video responses. You don't have to do one though. You're eligible just by putting in a comment. Like the video, make sure you're subscribed, and put in a comment. Now let's talk about what we can win. You know, this is the hard part for me. I see a lot of collections, and there are a lot of people that have way more cards, better cards than I do. I'm not sure what I should offer up. So I'm going to give 5 different options, and hopefully one of these options will work for somebody. So the first option I have is this Ken Griffey Jr. run. This Ken Griffey Jr., the first one is this 1984 Donruss of Griffey, and I'm not the Diamond Kings. I'm not really a huge fan of the Diamond Kings, but I do love this Griffey one. I think it's pretty cool. The next one is this 1990 Gold Cup of Griffey. This is outside of his Upper Deck rookie card. This is probably my favorite Griffey card. I just love the pose. I like the way he looks in it. It's cool. This is a pretty nice card. Or there's the 1989 Donruss rated rookie. And then the final one is his 89 Topps Traded. So there you have a Ken Griffey stack, if that works for you. Another all-star player you can have a choice of is Frank Thomas. So I have a Frank Thomas 1990 score rookie card. Really cool picture of the Big Hurt. The other one is this 1990 Topps. A lot of people have this card, but it's another cool card of Frank's. There's a 1990 Fleer, which is a pretty cool card. And then there's my favorite Frank Thomas rookie card, is this 1990 Bowman. This is just a really cool card of Frank. So those are two Hall of Fame rookie guys you can have a shot at. The next option, if you'd like, is some 1986 top traded rookies. So the first one is the Big Cat, Andres Galarraga. He had a really good career and was a pretty solid ball player. The next one up is Jose Canseco. Back in the day, this would have been the card to want. So Jose was huge back then. If you'd have got this card, you'd have been really happy. Then there was Will Clark. Will Clark had a really solid career. Man, could this guy hit. He was a good, solid ball player. So here's a Will Clark rookie card. And then finally, you've got either the Bo Jackson rookie card as part of this, which is this really nice bow. It's pretty well centered. I know there's a lot of Bo fans out there, so that's cool. And then this set wouldn't be complete if there wasn't the opportunity to get a Barry Bonds rookie card. So I love Barry Bonds. I think this is one of his better cards. It's cool. The coloring is perfect for the Pirates. So there's an opportunity for a Barry Bonds rookie card. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a cough going. But the next 2 options are a little more vintage. First one is a 1972 Topps football cards. And these are some of the cards. I've had a lot of these from when I was a kid. So first one is a Deacon Jones towards the end of his career, Hall of Famer. I think he's the best defensive end that ever played. If not, he's in the conversation, that's for sure. This was when he was with the Chargers towards the end of his career. The other one, and this is a cool color scheme on this card. This is Bullet Bob Hayes, Hall of Fame wide receiver for the Cowboys. So that's another cool card. I love the coloring on that one. Lyle Alzado. This is a Lyle Alzado rookie card, actually. He was a solid ball player, big ball player. I think a lot of people know his story about his steroids and unfortunately how it led to his death. But he was a really good ball player back in the day. Here's a Broadway Joe Namath, 72 Joe. This one, centering's a little off on this one, but I will tell you the picture's really crisp. So pretty nice Joe Namath card. And then the last option here would be a John Riggins rookie card. This is before he played for the Redskins. He was a rookie with the Jets, but this is a pretty nice card of John Riggins as a rookie. And then the last option I have, in case the other four didn't work, here's a little bit of baseball. So here's a 1981 Pete Rose Donruss. This is a pretty nice card. It's really well centered. It's a great picture of Pete. I just like the picture of it. Or there's a 1971 Rod Carew. It's a little dinged in the corners, but Rod was a great ball player. He was, until Gwynn and Boggs came along, he was probably the best pure hitter I had seen. So a great player. Here's Frank Robinson. I think this is a 74 Robinson. I love this pose of Frank. This was the year after the Dodgers traded him to the Angels, and he had one or two more good years. It was towards the end of his career, but it's just a great pose. Frank's one of the all-time greats. 1972 Carl Yastrzemski. This one's a little nicked in the corners, but the centering's not bad, and the picture's really cool. One of my favorite Yastrzemski cards of all time, the 72 Yastrzemski. And then the last one I have for you is this 1970 Reggie Jackson All-Star card, and I think these are cool cards. So there you have it. Those are the choices. So once again, what I'd like you to do, first of all, you have to be in the United States and Canada. That's where I can ship it to. You have to like the video. You have to either comment on the video and or make a video response. And if you do either, I need you to put hashtag VOVBirthday. So once again, thanks everybody. This has been a great year. I can't believe the amount of support and the great amount of people I've met out there. I have a lot of people I would consider friends, and I haven't even met them yet, but the support is fantastic. Wish you well. Hope you all had a great Christmas. Have a happy new year. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.